Hi everyone, my name is Norifa Balkis Muhammad Rizal and I will presenting about the metal pollutants assessment from Jengka River. So, heavy metals are one of the major contributors to water pollution. These metals, when present in excessive amounts, not only degrading water quality but also pose a serious threat to aquatic ecosystems and human health. Jengka River is located in Pahang and has been increasingly impacted by the urbanization, industrial activities, and agricultural runoff. These changes have led to a worrying level of heavy metal contamination in the river, making this study essential to evaluate both environmental and health risks. So, for the main objective of my study is to determine the concentration levels of heavy metals in Jengka River and to estimate the potential health risks posed by the exposure to these metals. Water samples were collected from 5 different locations along the river and were filtered, acidified, and stored under the cold conditions before being analyzed using inductively coupled plasma optical emission spectroscopy (ICP-OES), which is a highly sensitive method that capable of detecting even in the trace amount of metals in water. And in terms of results, cadmium was not detected at any location, which is likely due to the slightly acidic pH of the river water, which may have affected its solubility, while for lead, levels were highest at location 3, exceeding the permissible limits of 0.01 mg per liter, primarily due to the road runoff and contaminated sediments. While for manganese, Mn showed the highest overall concentration, particularly at location 5, it contributed to waste discharge from nearby car workshops. However, Mn remained within the safe limits. Zinc concentration were relatively low and consistent across all locations, and well below the safety threshold of 3 mg per liter. The heavy metal toxicity load analysis revealed that both Pb and Mn exceeded the permissible toxicity limit, especially at location 3 and 5. This indicates that over 80% of Mn and nearly 90% of Pb will need to be removed to meet safe the water quality standard. For health risk assessment, I calculated the chronic daily dose (CDD) and hazard quotient (HQ) for both oral and dermal exposures. The findings show that oral exposure contributes more significantly to health risks than dermal contact. Pb, in particular, exceeded the HQ threshold of 1, indicating that it is a potential non-carcinogenic health effects. Children were more vulnerable than adults, so as evidenced by higher hazard index (HI) and lifetime cancer risk (LCR) value. At location 3, the LCR for children surpassed the acceptable risk level of 1 in 10,000, which is concerning and indicates a heightened cancer risk over a lifetime. So next, for the Metal Evaluation Index (MEI) was also calculated based on both WHO and National Drinking Water Quality Standards and the WQS. So according to WHO guidelines, location 2 and 3 fall under the medium pollution category, while all locations remain low under the NDWQS. So this variation highlights the importance of aligning local standards with global benchmarks to better protect public health. In conclusion, this study found that manganese, Mn, and lead Pb were the most critical contaminants in Jengka River, with concentrations exceeding recommended safety limits in several locations. The risk assessment confirms that children face higher health risks, mainly through ingestion. Therefore, I recommend that a regular and systematic water quality monitoring program be implemented, particularly focusing on Pb and Mn. Sampling should ideally be conducted during the dry season, when dilution from rainfall is minimal, and future studies should include additional metals such as arsenic, copper, chromium, nickel, and iron. It is also advised to use a control sample from a clean water source to establish a baseline for comparison and improve the accuracy of future assessments. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this research highlights the importance of protecting our rivers and ensuring water safety for all.